Right now, you think you're small. You think you're average. That you can't do much. That maybe your best days are behind you. But what if I told you the truth? What if I told you that the greatest power you'll ever need is already inside you? And the only reason you haven't seen it is because you've believed a lie. Yes, you've underestimated yourself. And that ends today. Sit back for a moment. Take a deep breath. Not just because I said so, but because you're about to see something about yourself you've never noticed before. This isn't just another video to pass time. This is the one you'll remember when life gets hard, when doubt creeps in, when fear tells you to stop. Because today, you're not just going to be inspired, you're going to be changed. You're going to learn how the ancient minds of Stoic wisdom battled the same feelings you face, and won. You're going to discover how to break free from the quiet prison of self-doubt. And by the end, you won't just feel motivated, you'll be ready to act. So stay with me. You owe it to yourself to hear this through. The greatest tragedy is not a life cut short. It's a life never lived to its full strength. And too many people are walking around with gold inside them, but they've been tricked into thinking they're made of dust. That ends here. You carry a hidden power, not just talent or intelligence, but something far deeper. It's your will, your capacity to endure, to adapt, to learn, to rise. But you've been trained to overlook it. Like a lion raised among sheep, you've forgotten who you really are. Your doubts are not the truth. They're echoes of old voices, moments of failure that you've allowed to define you. But let me tell you something Epictetus said. It's not things that disturb us, it's our view of them. That includes how you see yourself. There is a calmness buried inside you, a place where fear has no voice. The Stoics called it the rational mind, the seat of reason, clarity, and strength. And every time you feel like giving up, that calm place is still there, waiting for you to return. Fear rises in noise, but power, real power, is quiet, and it's yours. Every time you've told yourself, I'm not good enough, you've watered the wrong garden. But what if, instead, you began every morning listing the things you've done right? What if you started collecting evidence of your strength, not your weakness? Every kind act, every lesson learned, every time you stood back up after falling, that's proof. And if you don't keep track of it, you'll forget who you are. You see, confidence is not arrogance. It's quiet assurance, a calm flame, not a wildfire. And it comes from truth. The truth that you have survived storms already. That you have lifted weights of pain that would have crushed others. That you are here, still breathing, still standing. That's not weakness, that's power. Ancient proverbs say, a calm heart is a strong heart. And there's nothing stronger than a person who knows their worth, who doesn't chase approval because they've found peace within. The seed of greatness is already in you, but seeds need to be watered with belief, with courage, with vision. Close your eyes tonight. Picture the life you wish for, not in fantasy, but in faith. Faith that you can learn, that you can grow, that you can break the chains around your mind. When you see yourself in that light, you begin to walk toward it. Every step fueled by vision. Every breath guided by clarity. That's not just motivation, that's transformation. Now, let's talk about those chains, those quiet, cruel beliefs that hold you back. The ones you never say out loud, the ones that whisper, you'll never be enough. You're too old. You've failed before. These are not truths, they are wounds. Old injuries from moments when you needed support and got silence. Moments that told you to shrink, to hide, to doubt. But hear me, those moments may have shaped you, but they do not define you. Write them down, every single one. I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not worthy. Now look at them, stare them in the face, and ask, where did this come from? Was it one bad teacher, one breakup, one rejection? That one moment has been running your life for years. But here's what Marcus Aurelius said: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Now flip it. Write the opposite of each limiting belief. I learn fast. I grow stronger every day. I am worthy of peace. You don't have to believe it fully at first, but say it anyway. Say it until your brain stops flinching. Say it until it sounds normal, because it is. Every time you act in spite of fear, you build a new reality. Every time you take a step when you feel shaky, you rewrite the script. These aren't tricks, they're tools. Tools used by every person who ever rose from the dust of doubt into the light of strength. Let me be blunt. Nothing will change until you start. You can read every book, watch every video, talk to every mentor, but if you don't take one step forward, fear will always win. The Stoics didn't sit around thinking about courage, they practiced it. Epictetus was a slave, but his mind was free. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, but still trained his thoughts daily. Seneca lost everything, but found peace through wisdom. They knew the secret: action kills fear. And no, you don't need to be fearless. You just need to move. 2 minutes, that's all it takes. Start the project. Send the message. Step into the unknown. Let motion carry you where motivation cannot. Because here's the truth. They're waiting on the other side of your first step. Your confidence, your clarity, your breakthrough. It's all waiting, but you must move. Courage is not something you either have or don't. It's something you build, like a muscle. Every time you use it, it grows. Every time you speak up when your voice shakes, it gets stronger. Every time you try again after failure, it gains power. And over time, you become unshakable. You will still feel fear. You will still doubt yourself. But now, you'll move anyway, because movement is louder than fear, and action, real, bold action, silences the noise. Now let's talk about obstacles. The world will not always be fair. People will misunderstand you. Life will hurt. But Stoic wisdom says, the obstacle is the way. That means your setback isn't blocking your path. It is your path. That broken dream, it taught you resilience. That betrayal, it taught you truth. That loss, it revealed your strength. Your pain was not pointless. It planted something in you. The question is, will you let it grow, or will you let it rot? Roman soldiers didn't stop when storms came. They marched through them, not because they were fearless, but because they had a mission. So do you. Your mission is to become the person you were meant to be, not the one who settles, not the one who hides, but the one who uses every stone thrown at them to build something greater. Write down your current obstacles. Now ask, how can this help me grow? Not because it's easy, but because that question opens your mind. Now, list 3 ways each challenge could serve you. Think deeply. There's always a gift in the pain. Sometimes it's strength. Sometimes it's clarity. Sometimes it's a new direction. But it's always something. And remember this ancient proverb: smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. You are not here for a smooth life. You're here to become skillful, to be tested, refined, empowered. So what now? You've seen the truth. You felt the fire. You know what you need to do. You need to stop underestimating yourself. You need to take back your power. You need to act, to speak, to rise. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Take one thing from this video, just one, and do it. Right now, write a new belief. Take a small action.
Face one obstacle with new eyes, and then come back tomorrow and do it again. Because this isn't just a motivational moment. This is the start of your transformation. This is where it begins, where the old story ends and the new one begins. One of power, one of purpose, one of quiet, unstoppable strength. And if this stirred something in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe, share, leave a comment. Let's build a community of people who choose growth over comfort, who walk the Stoic path, who live wide awake. Because the world doesn't need more people playing small. It needs you fully alive.